Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Asiana 8451 ready for pushback at 16.
Vietnam 2894 cleared to land runway 09er.
Asiana 8451 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Asiana 8451 ready to taxi. Asiana 8451 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Vietnam 2894 requesting taxi to the gates. Vietnam 2894 taxi to gate 16.
Bali tower. Asiana 8451 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Asiana 8451 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Qatari 7092 is on approach. Qatari 7092 cleared to land runway 09er.
Korean 3633 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Korean 3633 ready to taxi. Korean 3633 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Dynasty 6014 is on approach. Dynasty 6014 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Korean 9123 ready for pushback at 10.
Bali ground. Qatari 7092 requesting taxi to the gates. Qatari 7092 taxi to gate 25.
Korean 9123 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Korean 9123 ready to taxi. Korean 9123 taxi to runway 09.
Bali ground. Dynasty 6014 requesting taxi to the gates.
Korean 3633 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Dynasty 6014 taxi to gate 10.
Asia 5180 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Malaysian 8371 ready for pushback at 07.
Bali Tower, Korea, 9er 123, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Malaysian 8371 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Malaysian 8371 ready to taxi. Malaysian 8371 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground Asia 5180 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Asia 6530 is on approach. Asia 6530 cleared to land runway 09er.
Korean 9er 123, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 5180 taxi to gate 07.
Malaysian 8371 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Lion Inter 3647 ready for pushback at 67. Lion Inter 3647 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Lion Inter 3647 ready to taxi. Lion Inter 3647 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Asia 6530 requesting taxi to the gates. Asia 6530 taxi to gate 67.
Tower. Lion Inter 3647 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Lion Inter 3647 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Qatari 3517 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Qatari 3517 ready to taxi. Qatari 3517 taxi to runway 09er. Bali clearance. Good evening. Qantas 4471 ready for pushback at 19er. Qantas 4471 cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Qantas 4471, ready to taxi. Qantas 4471, taxi to runway 09er. Bali Tower, Qatari 3517, ready for takeoff runway 09er. Qatari 3517, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Malaysian 3569er. Ready for pushback at 06. Malaysian 3569er. Cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good evening. Malaysian 4508 is on approach. Malaysian 4508, cleared to land runway 09er.
Malaysian 3569er. Taxi to runway 09er.
Qantas 4471, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Malaysian 3569er. Ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Turkish 3186, clear to land runway 09er.
Malaysian 3569er. Cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Malaysian 4508, requesting taxi to the gates. Malaysian 4508, taxi to gate 21.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Super Green 5835. Ready for pushback at 28. Super Green 5835. Bali ground. Super Green 5835. Ready to taxi. Super Green 5835. Taxi to runway 09er.
Turkish 3186, taxi to gate 19er.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Turkish 4695, ready for pushback at 17.
Malaysian 90316, cleared to land runway 09er.
Turkish 4695, cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Turkish 4695, ready to taxi. Turkish 4695, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Indonesia 2382 is on approach. Indonesia 2382 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali ground, Malaysian 90316 requesting taxi to the gates. Malaysian 90316 taxi to gate 06.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Lion Inter 7465 ready for pushback at 68.
Super Green 1926 clear to land runway 09er.
Lion Inter 7465 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower Turkish 46905 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground. Lion Inter 7465 ready to taxi. Lion Inter 7465 taxi to runway 09.
Turkish 46905 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Super Green 5835, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Indonesia 2382 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 2382 taxi to gate 68.
Bali ground Super Green 1926 requesting taxi to the gates. Super Green 1926 taxi to gate 28.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Cathay 5469 ready for pushback at 26.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Vietnam 5620 is on approach. Vietnam 5620 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Korean 1361 ready for pushback at 31.
Cathay 5469 cleared for pushback.
Korean 1361.
Super Green 5835 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Lion Inter 7465 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
China Eastern 2880 cleared to land runway 09er.
Lion Inter 7465 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Vietnam 5620 taxi to gate 17.
Korean 1361 taxi to runway 09er.
Cathay 5469 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Dynasty 90082 is on approach. Dynasty 90082 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Indonesia 90683 ready for pushback at 27. Indonesia 90683 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, China Eastern 2880 requesting taxi to the gates.
Dynasty 6372 clear to land runway 09.
China Eastern 2880 taxi to gate 26.
Indonesia 90683 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good evening. Indonesia 8523 ready for pushback at 08. Indonesia 8523 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower Cathay 5469 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Dynasty 90082 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 90082 taxi to gate 31. Bali ground, Indonesia 8523 ready to taxi. Indonesia 8523 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Fiji 4956 is on approach.
Cathay 5469 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Fiji 4956 cleared to land runway 09er.
Korean 1361 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Dynasty 6372 taxi to gate 27.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 8523 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Philippines 31907 cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Philippines 31907 ready to taxi. Philippines 319er7 taxi to runway 09er. Bali ground Fiji 49er56 requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 8523 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 9er683 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Lion Inter 9262 is on approach. Lion Inter 9262 clear to land runway 09er.
Lion Inter 3613 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Lion Inter 3613 ready to taxi. Lion Inter 3613 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Philippines 319er7 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good evening. China Southern 9er3, 9er5, ready for pushback at 12. China Southern 9er3, 9er5, cleared for pushback.
Philippines 319er7 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground Lion Inter 9262 requesting taxi to the gates.
Lion Inter 3613 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Inter 9262 taxi to gate 08.
China Southern 9er3, 9er5, taxi to runway 09er.
Fiji 49er56 taxi to gate 12.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Etihad 8609er ready for pushback at 20. Etihad 8609er cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, China Southern 9er3, 9er5, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 4456 cleared to land runway 09er.
China Southern 9er3, 9er5, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Etihad 8609er taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good evening. Indonesia 6409er ready for pushback at 05. Indonesia 6409er clear for pushback. Bali ground. Indonesia 6409er ready to taxi. Indonesia 6409er taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground, Indonesia 4456 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 4456 taxi to gate 66.
Bali Tower, Etihad 8609er ready for takeoff runway 09er. Etihad 8609er cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Lion Inter 3422 is on approach. Lion Inter 3422 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 6409er ready for takeoff runway 09er. Indonesia 6409er cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good evening. Lion in turn 4863, ready for pushback at 69er. Lion in turn 4863, cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Lion in turn 4863, ready to taxi. Lion in turn 4863, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground, Lion Inter 3422, requesting taxi to the gates. Lion Inter 3422, taxi to gate 64.
Bali Tower, good evening. Super Green 8674 is on approach. Super Green 8674, clear to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Lion in turn 4863, ready for takeoff runway 09er. Lion in turn 4863, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good evening. Indonesia 5587, ready for pushback at 30. Indonesia 5587, cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good evening. Indonesia 1952 is on approach. Indonesia 1952, clear to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 5587, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good evening. Hainan 6355, ready for pushback at 22. Hainan 6355, cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Hainan 6355, ready to taxi.
Lion Enter 2484, clear to land runway 09er.
Hainan 6355, taxi to runway 09er.
Super Green 8674, taxi to gate 05.
Bali clearance, good evening. Singapore 5143, ready for pushback at 32. Singapore 5143, cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good evening. Philippines 5044 is on approach. Philippines 5044, cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 1952, taxi to gate 69er.
Singapore 5143, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Asiana 8084, Mayday Mayday Mayday.
Bali ground, Lion Enter 2484, requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower, Hainan 6355, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Enter 2484, taxi to gate 30.
Bali ground, Philippines 5044, requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 5044, taxi to gate 22.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Etihad 179er ready for pushback at 23.
Super Green 1159 cleared for pushback.
Etihad 179er cleared for pushback.
Hainan 6355 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 5587 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Singapore 5143 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Singapore 5143 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Super Green 1159 taxi to runway 09er.
Etihad 179er taxi to runway 09er.
Indonesia 1695 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good morning. Lion Inter 9272 is on approach. Lion Inter 9272 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 1695 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance Vietnam 28905 ready for pushback at 16. Vietnam 28905 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good morning. Singapore 3584 is on approach. Singapore 3584 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali ground Vietnam 28905 ready to taxi. Vietnam 28905 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Korean 4041 ready for pushback at 24.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 1695 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Korean 4041 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground Lion Inter 9272 requesting taxi to the gates.
Korean 2502 clear to land runway 09er.
Lion Inter 9272 taxi to gate 02.
Bali clearance Qatari 7093 ready for pushback at 25.
Bali ground. Korean 4041 ready to taxi. Korean 4041 taxi to runway 09er.
Qatari 7093 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Cebu 52901 ready for pushback at 65. Cebu 52901 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance Dynasty 6015 ready for pushback at 10.
Qatari 7093 taxi to runway 09er. Bali ground. Singapore 3584 requesting taxi to the gates.
Korean 4041 hold position.
Dynasty 6015 cleared for pushback.
Korean 4041 continue taxi.
Indonesia 1695 line up and wait runway 09er.
Cebu 52901 taxi to runway 09er.
Etihad 179er cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Singapore 3584 taxi to gate 25. Indonesia 1695 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Super Green 1159 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Vietnam 28905 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Dynasty 6015 taxi to runway 09er.
Asiana 7566 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Lion Inter 2835 ready for pushback at 03.
Korean 2502 taxi to gate 24.
Cebu 52901 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Inter 2835 cleared for pushback.
Asia 5181 cleared for pushback.
Lion Inter 2835 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good morning. Lion Inter 6874 is on approach. Lion Inter 6874 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Dynasty 6015 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 5181 taxi to runway 09er.
China Southern 2731 cleared for pushback. Bali ground China Southern 2731 ready to taxi. China Southern 2731 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Etihad 7165 ready for pushback at 18.
Bali ground Asiana 7566 taxi to the gates.
Dynasty 6015 line up and wait runway 09er.
Korean 4041 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
AirAsia 4712 clear to land runway 09er.
Dynasty 6015 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Qatari 7093 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 5181 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Etihad 7165 taxi to runway 09er.
Asiana 7566 taxi to gate 32.
Lion Inter 6874 taxi to gate 03.
Bali Tower, Lion Inter 2835, ready for takeoff runway 09er. Malaysian 9377 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance Asia 6531 ready for pushback at 67.
Malaysian 9377 taxi to runway 09er.
Asia 6531 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Asia 6531 ready to taxi. Asia 6531 taxi to runway 09er.
Lion Inter 2835 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
China Southern 2731 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
AirAsia 4712 taxi to gate 23.
Etihad 7165 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Qantas 90250 is on approach. Qantas 90250 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower Asia 6531 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good morning. Philippines 90166 is on approach. Philippines 90166 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good morning. Cathay 2600 is on approach. Cathay 2600 cleared to land runway 09er.
Qantas 90250 taxi to gate 20.
Bali ground Philippines 90166 requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 90166 taxi to gate 01.
Bali Tower, good morning. Lion Inter 6874 is on approach. Lion Inter 6874 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance Malaysian 4509er ready for pushback at 21. Malaysian 4509er cleared for pushback.
Cathay 2600 taxi to gate 18.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Dynasty 1410 is on approach. Dynasty 1410 cleared to land runway 09er.
Malaysian 4509er, taxi to runway 09er.
Asia 6531 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance Turkish 3187 ready for pushback at 19er.
Bali ground line enter 6874 requesting taxi to the gate.
Turkish 3187 cleared for pushback.
Line enter 6874 taxi to gate 03.
Bali Tower. Good morning. AirAsia 6166 is on approach. AirAsia 6166 cleared to land runway 09er.
Turkish 3187 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Dynasty 1410 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 1410 taxi to gate 21.
Bali Tower. Malaysian 4509er ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Malaysian 90317 ready for pushback at 06. Malaysian 90317 cleared for pushback.
Malaysian 4509er cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Bali ground. AirAsia 6166 requesting taxi to the gates. AirAsia 6166 taxi to gate 19er.
Turkish 3187 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Malaysian 90317 taxi to runway 09er.
Super Green 19er27 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Super Green 19er27 ready to taxi. Super Green 19er27 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Malaysian 90317 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Malaysian 90317 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Bali Tower. Good morning. Philippines 2162 is on approach. Philippines 2162 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Indonesia 2383 ready for pushback at 68. Indonesia 2383 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance Vietnam 5621 ready for pushback at 17. Vietnam 5621 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 2383 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Indonesia 29er46 is on approach. Indonesia 29er46 cleared to land runway 09er.
Vietnam 5621 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Philippines 2162 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower. Indonesia 2383 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Philippines 2162 taxi to gate 06.
Bali Tower. Good morning. China Southern 4688 is on approach. China Southern 4688 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 2383 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower Super Green 1927 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Philippines 1850 clear to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 2946 taxi to gate 07.
Bali clearance Dynasty 90083 ready for pushback at 31. Dynasty 90083 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance Dynasty 6373 ready for pushback at 27.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Emirates 2562 is on approach. Emirates 2562 cleared to land runway 09er.
Dynasty 6373 cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 90083 taxi to runway 09er.
China Eastern 2881 cleared for pushback.
China 74688 taxi to gate 16.
Dynasty 6373 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. China Eastern 2881 ready to taxi. China Eastern 2881 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Malaysian 2374 is on approach. Malaysian 2374 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground. Philippines 1850 requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 1850 taxi to gate 68.
Bali ground. Emirates 2562 requesting taxi to the gates. Emirates 2562 taxi to gate 17. Bali Tower. Good morning. Hainan 6772 is on approach.
Super Green 1927 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Hainan 6772 cleared to land runway 09er.
Vietnam 5621 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Malaysian 2374 taxi to gate 67.
Bali Tower. China Eastern 2881 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance Lion Inter 9263 ready for pushback at 08.
Malaysian 5928 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Asia 3962 is on approach. Asia 3962 cleared to land runway 09. Lion Inter 9263 cleared for pushback.
Hainan 6772 taxi to gate 27.
Dali ground Lion Inter 9263 ready to taxi. Lion Inter 9263 taxi to runway 09.
Bali ground, Malaysian 5928 requesting taxi to the gates. Malaysian 5928 taxi to gate 08.
China Eastern 2881 line up and wait runway 09.
Bali Tower Dynasty 6373 ready for takeoff runway 09. Dynasty 6373 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
China Eastern 2881 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Dynasty 9083 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
China Eastern 2881 cancel takeoff.
Vietnam 4536 cleared to land runway 09. Fiji 4957 cleared for pushback.
Asia 3962 taxi to gate 65. Bali Tower Lion Inter 9263 ready for takeoff runway 09.
China Eastern 2881 taxi to gate 10.
Fiji 4957 taxi to runway 09.
Bali clearance Indonesia 4457 ready for pushback at 66.
Lion Inter 9263 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground Vietnam 4536 requesting taxi to the gates. Vietnam 4536 taxi to gate 26. Bali Tower Fiji 4957 ready for takeoff runway 09. Fiji 4957 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Indonesia 4457 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good morning. Line Inter 6022 is on approach. Line Inter 6022 clear to land runway 09.
Bali ground Indonesia 4457 ready to taxi. Indonesia 4457 taxi to runway 09.
Lion Inter 3423 cleared for pushback. Dali ground Lion Inter 3423 ready to taxi.
Asiana 5148 clear to land runway 09.
Lion Inter 3423 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower Indonesia 4457 ready for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground line Inter 6022 requesting taxi to the gates.
Malaysian 3422 cleared to land runway 09.
Line Inter 6022 taxi to gate 66.
Bali ground Asiana 5148 requesting taxi to the gates. Asiana 5148 taxi to gate 31.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Lion Inter 7880 is on approach. Indonesia 4457. Line up and wait runway 09er.
Lion Inter 3423 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 4457 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Lion Inter 7880 cleared to land runway 09er.
Malaysian 3422 taxi to gate 64.
Super Green 8675 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good morning, Dynasty 90158, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Super Green 8675 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Lion Inter 7880 requesting taxi to the gates. Lion Inter 7880 taxi to gate 29er.
Bali Tower Super Green 8675 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Philippines 5045 ready for pushback at 22.
Bali clearance. Indonesia 1953 ready for pushback at 69er.
Bali clearance line enter 2485 ready for pushback at 30.
Super Green 8675 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Philippines 5045 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 1953 cleared for pushback.
Line enter 2485 cleared for pushback. Line enter 2485 taxi to runway 09er.
Indonesia 1953 taxi to runway 09er.
Philippines 5045 taxi to runway 09er. Bali clearance. Lion Inter 9273 ready for pushback at 02. Lion Inter 9273 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Lion Inter 9273 ready to taxi.
Air Asia 8884 cleared to land runway 09er.
Lion Inter 9273 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 1953 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Singapore 3585 ready for pushback at 25. Bali Tower, good morning. Indonesia 7722 is on approach. Indonesia 7722 cleared to land runway 09. Bali Tower, good morning. Line Inter 7134 is on approach. Line Inter 7134 cleared to land runway 09.
Air Asia 8884 taxi to gate 22.
Singapore 3585 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good morning. Malaysian 3630 is on approach. Malaysian 3630 clear to land runway 09.
Bali ground. Indonesia 7722 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 7722 taxi to gate 02. Bali ground. Singapore 3585 ready to taxi.
Korean 2503 cleared for pushback.
Singapore 3585 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower, good morning. Cathay 3004 is on approach. Cathay 3004 cleared to land runway 09.
Korean 2503 taxi to runway 09.
Line Inter 7134 taxi to gate 69.
Air Asia 4713 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Malaysian 3630 requesting taxi to the gates.
Air Asia 4713 taxi to runway 09.
Asiana 7567 cleared for pushback.
Malaysian 3630 taxi to gate 30. Indonesia 1953 line up and wait runway 09.
Bali Tower, Philippines 5045 ready for takeoff runway 09. Philippines 5045 cleared for takeoff runway 09. Line Inter 9273 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Indonesia 1953 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Asiana 7567 taxi to runway 09.
Line Inter 2485 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Cathay 3004 taxi to gate 14.
Dynasty 2432 cleared to land runway 09.
Korean 2503 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Singapore 3585 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Bali Tower, Air Asia 4713 ready for takeoff runway 09. Bali Tower, good morning. Line Inter 4964 is on approach. Line Inter 4964 clear to land runway 09.
Philippines 90167 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance Cafe 261 ready for pushback at 18. Cafe 261 cleared for pushback.
Philippines 90167 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Asia 4596 is on approach. Asia 4596 cleared to land runway 09.
Cafe 261 taxi to runway 09. Dynasty 2432 taxi to gate 32.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Etihad 1400 is on approach. Etihad 1400 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali ground, line enter 4964 requesting taxi to the gates. Line enter 4964 taxi to gate 01.
Bali ground. Asia 4596 requesting taxi to the gates.
Dynasty 5666 cleared to land runway 09er.
Asia 4596 taxi to gate 05. Dynasty 1411 cleared for pushback. Bali clearance. Qantas 90251 ready for pushback at 20. Qantas 90251 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Dynasty 1411 ready to taxi.
Bali ground. Etihad 1400 requesting taxi to the gates.
AirAsia 8772 cleared to land runway 09.
Etihad 1400 taxi to gate 25.
Dynasty 1411 taxi to runway 09. Qantas 90251 taxi to runway 09. Bali Tower. Good morning. Etihad 7844 is on approach. Etihad 7844 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali ground. Dynasty 5666 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 5666 taxi to gate 24.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Dynasty 8328 is on approach. Dynasty 8328 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali ground. AirAsia 8772 requesting taxi to the gates. AirAsia 8772 taxi to gate 23.
Bali clearance. AirAsia 6167 ready for pushback at 19er. AirAsia 6167 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Etihad 7844 requesting taxi to the gates. Etihad 7844 taxi to gate 18.
AirAsia 6167 taxi to runway 09er.
AirAsia 4713 line up and wait runway 09er. Bali clearance line enter 6875 ready for pushback at 03.
Asiana 7567 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Line enter 6875 cleared for pushback. AirAsia 4713 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Philippines 90167 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Cathay 261 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Dynasty 8328 taxi to gate 21. Qantas 90251 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Emirates 4198 cleared to land runway 09er.
Dynasty 1411 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Enter 6875 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, AirAsia 6167 ready for takeoff runway 09er. AirAsia 6167 line up and wait runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Lion Enter 6875 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Lion Enter 6875 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
AirAsia 6167 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground Emirates 4198 requesting taxi to the gates. Emirates 4198 taxi to gate 20.
Bali clearance Philippines 2163 ready for pushback at 06.